If you guys want incredibly cheap FIFA coins on a fully automated system, then make sure to check out coinsforgames.co.uk by using the link in the description, and also use discount code PENGUIN5 to get 5% off all your purchases. Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to yet again another FIFA 16 video. Today I'm bringing you guys a squad of the most generous footballers. So I've done a video along the same lines the other day and you guys really seem to like it. If you do enjoy this one as well and you want to see more squad builders like this, then make sure to drop a like on this video. Can it 1,000? That'd be greatly appreciated. By liking the video, you guys let me know that you've enjoyed it. So it's really important that if you do enjoy, make sure to drop a like. Anyway, like Did said, today we have got a squad of the most generous footballers. As it is Christmas time, it is the time for giving. So I'm going to be showing you guys the most giving footballers on the game. Start off with, we have got Dani Alves. So the story behind this really is truly amazing. As you all may know, Eric Abidal, the former Barcelona captain, unfortunately had liver cancer. And during his treatment, Dani Alves actually offered part of his liver to Eric Abidal in order to help treat the liver cancer he was suffering with. So honestly, that is like such an incredible thing for a man to do. To offer part of his liver, even though he's got a life where he's living and he's happy himself. You really need to be fit when you're a footballer. If you decide to give half of your liver to another person, you're definitely going to be out of football for a long time. But without any hesitation, Dani Alves actually offered this to Eric Abidal, and that really is truly unbelievable. Anyway, we'll move over onto the second player of this episode, and we have got Didier Drogba. This guy's story again really is truly unbelievable. He actually stopped a civil war in the Ivory Coast. I've got a bunch of facts around these players jotted down on my phone, so I'm just going to read this out. Didier Drogba is credited for ending an Ivory Coast civil war by begging the factions to lay down the weapons on national television. He ensured that the next national game was played in the rebels' capital in a sign of unity. And at that match, they actually signed a peace treaty, and ever since the country has been in peace. So I know a lot of the players in this episode are actually generous for donating money and stuff like that, but this guy actually ended a war. Not even world leaders can do that sometimes, so for a footballer, Didier Drogba, to do that again really is astonishing. Next player, we have got Mario Balotelli. This guy is crazy, known for doing a ton of wacky stuff, but he really does have a good heart as well. Again, I'm going to read off some of the stuff that he has done. So, the Manchester Dogs home a couple of years ago actually burnt down from an arson attack. And it is reported that Balotelli actually donated a 5-figure sum to the Manchester Dog home to help them get back on their feet. And also he's reportedly done some other crazy stuff like donating loads of money to homeless people. And also reportedly helped a schoolboy deal with bullying by taking him to the school and acting as a mediator between the two guys that were having a bit of trouble. Right, so we'll go on to the next player of this episode. That is actually Mesut Ozil, and this is a pretty cool one actually. During the Brazilian World Cup, which Germany actually won, Ozil decided to donate all of his World Cup earnings to the host nation Brazil to help pay for Brazilian school children to have operations, life-saving treatments and stuff like that. It's a really cool way of giving back from the money he won during the competition in the host country. Ronaldo, also again another player who has donated something relevant to football. As you can see, he actually sold his golden boot that he won in 2012 for 1.5 million euros, and with these funds he actually built schools in Gaza. He's also a brand ambassador for Save the Children and takes part in a lot of charity events. Right, so moving on then, onto our next player. Over on the right hand side, we have actually got ourselves Gareth Barry, and he is on this list because he actually donated his luxury Spanish villa to a kids charity in Spain called Sons and Happiness. And what they do is they enable children who are suffering from conditions to go live the extravagant life. So it's really nice for him to actually do this, donate his own villa to this charity for kids to spend time in. As for the next player on this list then, we have actually got Sana, and he is from Croatia, and he actually done a very good deed in his own country. He actually bought 20 tons of tangerines and sent them in Croatia to different war-stricken cities. So 20 tons of tangerines. It doesn't actually say a figure of how much that costs, but 20 tons is a lot of tangerines. There was actually photos on the internet of the tangerines that he sent out, and there was absolute crate loads of them. and it's really nice that he'd actually do something back in his own country for those who are actually in need. As the next player then, we have got Dirk Kuyt, and this guy has done endless charity runs. He actually owns his own charity which is called the Dirk Kuyt Foundation, and he was one of the first players in football to actually establish their own charity. So then carrying on this list, and over on this left hand side, we've actually got again another ex-Liverpool player, that is Daniel Agger. And what he done was he paid the fees for a Danish homeless football team to go on tour to the Homeless World Cup. So he paid them to have all brand new kits, flights, hotels, everything included, and he actually funded the entire thing out of his own pocket. A real good guy, and nice to see footballers actually putting back into football, even if it is at a different standard, such as the Homeless World Cup. As for Lionel Messi then, he is actually the global ambassador for Unicef. So as you all know, Barcelona do work hand in hand with Unicef. They are sponsored by them, and he takes part in many Unicef fundraising events, helps out in a bunch of different ways. Fine then, for the last player of this squad, we've actually got Jack Wilshere, and again his story really is heartwarming. He actually discovered this guy who was actually a 6-year-old fan that unfortunately had a brain tumour, and what Jack Wilshere done for him was absolutely outstanding. As I got jotted down on my phone here, he actually regularly visited the 6-year-old who was suffering from the brain tumour, and also invited the fan and his family to spend time with him at his own house, and actually had them round for many barbecues. And then also got this fan who is also called Jack involved with a bunch of other footballers including Rio Ferdinand and Wayne Rooney. So again guys, just the players in this team, the contributions outside the football, then also within football as well, has just been outstanding. As you can see, this is the team we have got of the most generous footballers. Anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I did say at the start, if you do enjoy, make sure to drop a like. Can it 1,000 likes? That'd be greatly appreciated. Remember, every like does give a penguin a home. Of course, let me know in the comment section down below if there's any players that I've missed out and you know that I've done generous deeds. Again guys, make sure to drop a like if you do enjoy, subscribe if you are new, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.